Hello everyone. The genus Podoptera belonging to a family Noctidae order Lepidoptera. These larvae commonly called as armyworms or cutworms. There are more than 30 species of Spodoptera, out of which the Spodoptera fugiparda and Spodoptera littoralis not reported from India. But recently 2018, the Spodoptera fugiparda, commonly called as fall armyworm, has entered into our India, which is first reported from the Karnataka state in maize crop. Out of the all 30 species of Spodoptera, 4 species, that is Spodoptera litura, Spodoptera fugiparda, Spodoptera mauritia, Spodoptera exigua, causing major economic damage to our agriculture crops. There is a lot of confusion to identify these caterpillar among the students as well as among the extension workers. So here I want to share my own observation as well as from literature how we can differentiate these four species at field level. Taxonomy is very much important to give recommendations to a particular insect pest, especially in the case of the biological control, where because of the species specific in nature. So here how to identify these four caterpillar. Coming to the Spodoptera litura, initially which is pale green in color, having the two black spot in the first abdominal segment, two black spot in the eighth abdominal segment. So and there is a numerous black spot as well as, and each black spot having the hair on its body in early instar. If the fundamental whenever the larva is matured, becoming third to fifth instar, that time there is a three distinct yellowish stripes are developed on the dorsal side. 1, 2, 3. These stripes may be yellow in color, usually which are yellow in color, but if the Spodoptera is feeding on the carrot, these stripes will turn into orange color. And the spots on the first abdominal segment as well as in the eighth abdominal segments are very prominent. See here, eighth abdominal segment, this is the first abdominal segment. Whatever the larvae, the color of the larvae means the color, usually the color of the larvae will vary. Sometimes which is maybe green in color, it may be a black in color, which may be white in color. But spots on the first abdominal segment as well as in the eighth abdominal segments, which are very prominent in the case of the Spodoptera litura. Coming to the Spodoptera fugiparda, commonly called as fall armyworm, where the four large dorsal spots which are arranged in a square shape, 1, 2, 3, 4, and these spots are somewhat bulged, raised, and each spot having a small hair on it. So these spots are arranged in a square shape in the last second abdominal segment. So, and one more thing is inverted Y-shape marking in the head region. These inverted Y-shape marking usually present in all the larvae, but in the case of the Spodoptera, which is very prominent. Coming to the Spodoptera mauritia, commonly called as rice swarming caterpillar, where the initial instars are pale in green in color, having the three longitudinal white lines, 1, 2, 3, having the two lateral white lines here and that side in the early instars. When the Spodoptera mauritia becoming the matured, so the actual fundamental Spodoptera mauritia pattern is the larva is grayish black in color, having the three longitudinal lines, dull white in color, 3, and two lateral reddish black stripes here. This side one line and this side, 3 lines on the dorsal side. And one more thing is there is a 2 rows of prominent black triangular markings on the dorsolateral side, these spots, this black spot. So here, so these spots which are triangular in shape arranged in a dorsolateral side. Coming to the Spodoptera exigua, which is commonly called as beet armyworm, in Telugu usually called as rubber purugu. So the caterpillar looking like a rubber. See here. Here we can find a small hair on the body of the larvae. But Spodoptera exigua, smooth surface, not having any such type of trichomes in the body, on the body. And these Podoptera exigua later in stars, the stripes, different brown color stripes, there are many stripes will develop on the body, but it is very difficult to identify in the later instar. So initially they are green to yellow in color, but later instar showing the highly color polymorphism. See here, if you count the larva, there are 34 larvae. In each larvae having the different pattern and different color. So this much highly color polymorphism shown by the Spodoptera exigua. This is the Spodoptera mauritia larvae, which is collected from the paddy nursery. If you are getting the confusion between the Spodoptera litura and Spodoptera mauritia, it may be considerable because they are same genus. But most of the people are getting confusion with the Spodoptera litura and Helicoverpa armigera. So there is no confusion between the Spodoptera litura and Helicoverpa armigera because they are completely separate insects and separate genus. And if you see the insects also, here there is a globose, means clear segmented larvae having the radiating hairs on its body, and there is a stripe, lateral stripe line, yellow or white in color. That stripe is present here, lateral side. If you see the larva segmentation, it is like if you arrange the beads on a thread, how it will looks. So like that, the clear segmentation shown by the Helicoverpa armigera, but not in the case of the Spodoptera litura. And here Spodoptera Helicoverpa armigera, if you touch the head, it is show the head will move like a Sphinx caterpillar behavior. So if you touch the head, so the same behavior shown by the Sphinx caterpillar also. Spodoptera litura, here whatever the larvae, we can find the spots. You see here, first abdominal segment and 8th abdominal segments. This is very prominent in Spodoptera litura. Coming to the adult identification of these 4 species, here in the case of the Spodoptera litura, where the adult is, the forewings are brown in color with the crisscross markings. If you deeply see that crisscross markings, there is a orbicular spot, reniform spot which is A in shape, and large light area, and there is a bluish tinge is present in the wing margin. See here, which is very prominent in the male. Usually the males are bright in color, somewhat darker compared to the female. Here if you no need to remember all the spots, orbicular, reniform, bluish. So whatever you are seeing, just you remember the white spot here. So this white spot very prominent in the males, which is not that much prominent in the female. See here, this white spot. Means all Spodoptera species, if you clearly observe, there is a sexual dimorphism. By observing the spots, we can differentiate the sex, whether it is male or female. So many people, means their confusion how to differentiate the complete species itself. But if you go into deep, it is easy to distinguishing the species as well as the sex, whether it is male or female. So here the males are somewhat bright in color, having a white band, and bluish tinge is present in the margin. In the case of the Spodoptera litura. Coming to the Spodoptera fugiparda, here the wings are brown or grey colored forewings and white hind wings. Here in the case of the male, there is a distinct white spot in the middle as well as in the tip of the wing. This is the characteristic feature of the fugiparda. But in the case of the female, there is only brown and grey wings, there is no white spot. Coming to the mauritia, so here the greyish brown forewings having, there is a black spot, distinct black spot in the middle of the forewing. This black spot, which is very prominent in both the species, and the male and female, both the sex, and male and female can be differentiated. If you see the forelegs of the male, there is a tuft of hairs on the forelegs. in the case of the male, but female not having the tuft of hairs, and males are somewhat bright in color compared to the female. But coming to the Spodoptera exigua, here whatever we discussed here, the males are bright and darker compared to the female. But in the case of the exigua, the females are brighter and darker compared to the male. So whatever the color, so usually the Spodoptera exigua, which is grayish brown with irregular pattern on the wings. So here you have to remember the spot on the middle of the forewing. See here, one round shaped spot and one like this bean shaped spot. Usually in the exam they will ask bean shaped orange spot present in the middle of the forewing. So that is Spodoptera exigua. But easy to remember that there is a 0 O spot and one R spot. If you see the shape of that spot, which is R in shape. So O R spot are present in the forewing, which may be orange in color, sometimes yellow in color in the Spodoptera exigua. Thank you.